Hello there friends, while the whole world is buzzing with excitement about the announcement of GTA 6, we continue to be amazed by the incredible transfers in the pro scene of CS2. Today's agenda: more official moves, what's happening in G2 and where is Shiro headed. Let's discuss and break it down today. Without further ado, let's get straight to it. As always, we start with the official reshuffles, and here rumors once again have been confirmed. Mezzy has joined Vitality, taking Magic's place, and will play in the upcoming Blast. Additionally, Vitality didn't waste time and extended Spink's contract until 2026, ensuring the team's core remains intact. Zyvu seems to be staying until 2025, Apex has a new contract, and Flames also appears to have signed a long-term deal. So, I guess we'll be seeing this lineup for a while. Let's see what they will show in CS2. Next up, we talk rumors and insights. And here another bomb has been dropped. According to Richard Lewis, EG is done with esports. After several bizarre decisions, the org plans to exit esports altogether, closing all rosters in CS, Valorant and League of Legends, while the Dota roster has already been closed. Currently, they're laying off a lot of staff, and in the near future this tag will likely cease to exist, at most remaining only in Riot Games. Just a year ago they had 3 CS rosters and claimed it was a brilliant, ingenious idea, while the whole world was just mocking them, stating that they had a failed management strategy. Players left the team because it was a complete nightmare. Rumors say that Cirque and Breeze were paid $40,000 a month even when the team was struggling. So basically, from a once very cool and hyped and recognizable org, they became a laughingstock. How could they ruin everything in a couple of years and fail across all disciplines? Basically ask the EG managers, they might even sell you business training manuals. Interestingly, meanwhile, Energy is giving interviews stating that they plan to enter CS soon and build a proper North American lineup. Just a reminder, Energy once sold their star-studded 5 to EG for $3 million. I wouldn't be surprised if they now just pick up the remains of evil geniuses, sign a couple of more players and create a decent team similar to what they had in 2019. If they hadn't sold that lineup back then, things would have been very different now. By the way, rumors say that they already have a candidate, OC. He's supposed to leave Team Liquid due to Cadian and quickly join Energy. Friends, now I want to tell about an interesting offer from Hot Pizza. These guys have created a cool open case website with a wide variety of game modes, including a new unique mode called Case Flip. In it, you can challenge any player on the site and have a 50% chance to win all the cases, including your opponents, effectively upgrading your inventory. Sounds tempting, right? Especially because you can instantly withdraw all your winnings to your Steam account. Hot Pizza also offers a wide selection of cases, including a new CS2 squad line with plenty of expensive skins. Playing on Hot Pizza is quite simple. They offer convenient deposit methods like credit cards, skins, cryptocurrency and many more. And of course, don't forget to use my promo code NEWS to receive a 50-cent bonus. You can find the link to the website and the promo code in the pinned comment. Thank you guys for watching the ad. Let's continue. But the most interesting news come from G2. As you know, NIKO is staying. He signed a new contract, got a higher salary, and he's still a part of the family. Well, almost. Suddenly, HLTV drops. G2 is removing JKS. Excuse me, what? Kicking the Australian genius? Are you serious, G2? In 2023, he has a 1.6 rating, which is slightly worse than Hunter, but JKS plays the most thankless roles where it's virtually impossible to rack up impressive stats. He sets everything up for NIKO and m0NESY by throwing flashbangs and smokes and molotovs and whatever. He supports Hunter, he cleans up after Hooksy, and now this is how they want to thank him? Just kick him? According to HLTV, G2 is in talks with Nexa, whose contract ends at the end of the year. I personally like Nexa, he's a good guy, he's a good player, but not in place of JKS. And why do they need 2 captains in a team? As always, more questions than answers. What do you think, guys, about this situation? Don't forget to write your thoughts in the comments below. By the way, Overdrive had a few additions to this.
Для тех, кто не слышал, повторю. Ника, говорят, вот собирает свою тусовку из своего региона, там сербы и так далее. Вот пригнал Nexu, говорят, что вместо Хукси должен подойти Маден, и вот у них будет такая вот банда. Это пока не инсайды какие-то, что это случится, но вот так вот сказали приближенные люди к G2.
So, if you don't know the backstory, it all might seem like ramblings of a madman. Like if a neighbor grandpa just went crazy and says some stuff that is incomprehensible. But then we recall Hunter's interview at I Am Cologne in August of this year. eScore News exclusive, and here's what he shared back then. We have good players in the Balkans, undoubtedly. NIKO, Nexa, Maiden, Kixon, and Kakanito from Apex. These are top-notch esports athletes, but they already have teams, they don't play in the same lineup, so to call our scene strong would be an exaggeration. I would like to someday assemble such a team, but the time for that has not come yet. I have a contract with G2 for another 2 years, as does NIKO, and we're happy to be in this team. We still have a lot to show. At the same time, we get along with Maiden and Nexa well. Hopefully, someday we can put together such a team, and Monesi will learn Serbian to become our sniper. Doesn't this remind you of something? So Hunter openly spoke about wanting to create a Balkan team half a year ago. Here it is, the Kovac family business. They re-signed NIKO with G2, now brought in their longtime friend Nexa. What's next? They will bring in Maiden and have a full dream team with money? The Kovac mafia is at its finest. Judging by what Monesi posts and his emojis, he's in shock too about what's happening. The cunning Kovac brothers indeed. On the other hand, with Nexa they made it to the finals of the major, constantly beating down even Prime Navi. In fact, G2 with Nexa showcased a very high level. They just had the misfortune of competing during the time when there was another team that possibly played the best CS in history of the game. Well, at least one of the best teams ever. In general, we await official reshuffles from G2. It seems like something very interesting is cooking. By the way, there might be a good spot for JKS already. He even played one tournament with this team and won it. We're talking about Faze. As you know, Twists is expected to leave them soon, at least the insiders are talking about that all the time. And the players themselves aren't really hiding it. Here's what Robs, for example, says. Nothing is confirmed yet, so I can't speak much on this. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes, a lot of rumors and stuff. All we can do is just stay away from the internet and not read too much into these, not to mess with our heads. Inside the team we have really good vibe right now, and the results are showing that. Everyone is feeling super good, and we finally have success after having a bad half of the year previously. So basically even the Faze players themselves don't know if Twists will leave or not. Right now they're finishing this year in the current lineup, and we'll see what happens next. In any case, even if he leaves, JKS is freed. Yes, maybe in terms of aim, he might be slightly behind Twists, but he can fulfill a bunch of other roles, plus he's also a native English speaker. It's a perfect fit for an international roster. For me, this replacement seems much more obvious than Frozen, about whom we had many rumors. I genuinely think that Mouse is currently the perfect team to usher in the new era of CS2. They are all super young, super charged up. Their captain from the youth scene has come in, who brought these guys to tier 1 level. They even brought in a coach. It's the best time to start winning tournaments now, especially when there's such a chaos in the pro scene and every team is undergoing severe reshuffles. And as a last note, I have a couple of updates from the world's best snipers, Shiro and s1MPLE. Shiro for now hasn't said anything about his future, but he doesn't rule out joining an international team. I don't think I'll ever reveal the reason for leaving Cloud9. I simply made a choice and went a different path. I'm not learning English yet, but if I get picked up somewhere and given time, I'm ready to improve. I can give info and make calls. But for the game, you need more knowledge of English. If I understand how everything works, I'll make it work in another team. Okay, that's kinda strange. What's happened at Cloud9? It seems like they genuinely split due to some internal conflicts. But anyways, listen, if Shiro is planning to learn English, then the rumors about Falcons immediately gain momentum. Okay, so now let's talk about s1MPLE. The last we heard about him was Richard Lewis saying that s1MPLE might go to Valorant, but he himself denies it. I won't say why I took a break. The main thing is, I absolutely don't plan to switch to Valorant. A year and a half ago there were some thoughts, but not now. It's obvious if you understand me. Not 100% sure, but it seems that I haven't played it for a half a year. I think I'm not so old to switch to Valorant. I want to kick ass in CS2. It's still too early. That's honestly great news. s1MPLE is not going anywhere, I mean, in terms of games. Now the main thing is to understand where is he headed. At the time, he's just streaming mostly and enjoying his free time. He can afford it, you know? And concluding the video, I'd like to tell you a bit about the matches. Blast has finally conducted a draw for their groups, and now here's what we see. Na'Vi and Cloud9 will play on November 22nd, the very first day of Blast. Damn, it's like the main match of the year, old Na'Vi against new Na'Vi. It's a pity that s1MPLE isn't there. But honestly, you know what, other pairs are great to watch too. I personally can't wait for it to begin. Also, CS Asia Championship is currently in full swing. The teams there might not be the most hyped up, but for example Faze and NIKO have already made history, playing one of the longest matches in CS2. Faze took down their opponent purely through endurance. The playoffs bracket is on your screen, and as you can see while waiting for Blast, there's plenty to watch. Well guys, that's all from me. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy my videos, be sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. It's not really a hard thing to do for you, but a very important thing for me. When I see you guys being active in the comments, it just warms my heart, honestly. Anyways, until next time, I'm not saying goodbye for a long time. See you soon.